Yeah. Yo, I got something I gotta express, man. Check this out. I don't give a fuck about none of you fucks and your fucks. You got an opinion on that, man? You really want to talk about this right now? Yo, I got Jägermeister rice picks and landmines. The wrong idea, but in the right state of mind. Becoming clear like they disappear before my eyes. When I was born, I wondered just how many had to die. You see, I'm something special like my medical conditions veggie. A special touch like I'm retarded and you fucks molest me. I'm at the rush whenever I'm laying up on something sexy. A little dust in case the rush falls off or we're still sexing. You're gonna have to call me back, see I'm too busy sexting. Even my sex texting only lasts a couple seconds. You may say I'm either reckless or wrecking the session, and you can bet I la-di-da-di every set, but only till the sun sets. After that it's to the lab. I harvest energy from off the moon to power raps. Lunar style with even lunar profile. What else could you really expect from the moon child? See, I don't give a fuck about none of you fucks, and if you fuckers bring the fuckery, then fuck you, yeah. I don't give a fuck about none of you fucks, and if you fuckers bring the fuckery, then fuck you, yeah. I don't give a fuck about none of you fucks, and if you fuckers bring the fuckery, then fuck you, nigga. I don't give a fuck about none of you fucks, and if you fuckers bring the fuckery, then fuck you, yeah.
You fucking fuck sickles, the best of you and your kin trickle down your mothers like pussy. I turn cucumbers to pickles. I'm rocking dead silence, marathon and agility when I stick you. Motherfuckers know you're gone, but ain't nobody here gonna miss you. Y'all wanna be in a red carpet, but you're really not on the list too. If there's a rumor about me having a big dick, it's true. I'm the shadow leaving your baby's mama's house, and now it hits you. She hasn't put out in a while, and now we'll only kiss you. I fucking fucked her, that makes me a motherfucker. You're just some sorry motherfucker, incapable of pleasing another. I'm fucking loving it, you dumb fucking shits reap the punishments. I'm breaking fuckers down like fucking dollars to 100 cents. My work at crushing empire, I'll take out all your underlings. I'll be tossing fucking frag grenades among other things. A fucking teddy bear band-aid and a tissue for these soft motherfuckers thinking they're boss when they're not. Trying to call it a shots when a 9 to 5's all they got. But you ain't hard for the lot of us Twoface media followers. I don't get my strength from hype, I rule the underground for powers. Set you up like I-beams cut on the Twin Towers. Unofficial, unmarked graves, bouquet flowers. Back in the beast mode, devour these cowards. It's hard to fight these fuckers off, trying to find a balance. These fucking fuckers hate me cause they lack the fucking talent.
See, I don't give a fuck about none of you fucks, and if you fuckers bring the fuckery, then fuck you, yeah. I don't give a fuck about none of you fucks, and if you fuckers bring the fuckery, then fuck you, yeah. I don't give a fuck about none of you fucks, and if you fuckers bring the fuckery, then fuck you, nigga. I don't give a fuck about none of you fucks, and if you fuckers bring the fuckery, then fuck you, yeah.
Holy fuck, you're ugly.
Oh, fuck, bro. We're back. We're back again. Fucking 2 episodes down. You thought we would be done. But hell no. We're back and better than ever. Today, it is me, Pestilence. I have Nate Nasty with the lovely
And
background.
Fish Boy.
The lovely background of Lobotomized Genius's newest project, Fat and Violent. Pick yours up today. I don't know if there's very many physical, if any physical copies left, but you can buy it on Bandcamp, and you should, because otherwise you have to wait till Valentine's Day, and we all know that you have to save up to buy pussy for that day, because you wouldn't get laid otherwise. So make sure you buy this shit now. Yeah, fuck bro. Paul might have the last
I got 2 signed copies, 50 bucks a pop.
Yeah, dude, that's like a fucking Charizard first edition.
Fucking is
really good. And then we have IB Bump, the man with,
AKA
the man with the golden,
Boy.
Fish
If
Boy,
you
the man
caught the
with
first stream.
the man with the golden shower hands.
Feels good to be back.
The man with the styrofoam attention span.
Yes. So yeah, today we're going to be doing, similar to last week, we're going to be reviewing a couple tracks for the playlist. We got 5 again today because I have a pretty decent backlog in the email, and I want to make sure that we get to these relatively quickly. After that, we're going to jump into some random shit. Bumpin's got a couple weird conspiracy theory segments planned for the future episodes that he's going to probably talk about a little bit, and then we'll jump into what we talked about at the end of last episode, the buying beat packs and features and stuff like that, and the importance of standing on your beliefs. But we will be getting it started with our first track submission. This one came from Jocko the Genius. This is My Team Killing.
Warp, warp.
Couple of Jockolos in the house. This is My Team Killing, featuring AOK by Shawn Crutch off of the Physical Therapy Sessions album.
The homie Shawn Crutch.
Yeah, so I'll have everybody mute up here and let Bob take it away, and we'll listen to this track, and we'll be back to judge it.
All right, we got My Team Killing featuring the homie AOK.
Crutching the motherfucking third lane, that's how we do it. Behind the scenes shit, we working. All new raps. This round 2, y'all. Let's go.
My team on a clear eyes, 5C. Too fly, they got hygiene. Too fresh, I'm clean, no crime scene. High beams, I'm so bright, I blind me. Good lord, any motherfucker try me, die me. God, these boss leave y'all weak. I ain't even hit my peak. Winds go like a window when I windows, I street. Stick to my gut like gym clothes, 10 toes down for my friends so the kid go. Put them underground like sinkholes, Kimbo. Don't drink, but I got a rap for the kinfolk. Y'all clowns in a big show, shit go wild when I flip, bro. Do something now while I swing so hard like a one-did dog to legit pro mid-flow, simple. AOK hit it like a fate, but I hate spitting in your face. Too common, true hatred. I ain't kidding when I say switch your lane. It's in a game that you wanna play with or get erased and save it. Hope you're ready to brave the day, fit if I king you can't hang with. Dangerous strength when I'm hitting the crank, kick your break next speed, going literal ape shit to pavement. Hit fast to the big smack and a whiplash, yeah, dish that to the big bastards. Quick class on a sick gas first sit back while I spit that surf. This track words and I impact earth like an asteroid hit on my back. Bullshit with a big track, lurk with a click that mercs and I kick that versatile shit that hurts and I get that work.
Get rich without trying to understand the mission. Stack your blue cheese like a new religion. And we got it bustin' like an aneurysm. Take a look around, I don't see no competition. My team killing, my team killing, my team killing, my team killing. Stack it to the sky cause we ain't got no ceiling. Take a look around, I don't see no competition. My team killing, my team killing, my team killing, my team killing. Stack it to the sky cause we ain't got no ceiling. Take a look around, I don't see no competition. My team on the rise like Rogaine. Whole squad finna blow like Cobain. When I'm spitting dope lines like cocaine. Get your whole vibe, every line like Soul Train. Deep in the streets like a code name. Y'all obsolete like an old game. When I spit that flow frame propane, you an obese gym trainer, no games. When I speak, I'm the king, no, get a veto. Every week flow, cause my ego is too lethal to retreat, so I go be small drops like FedEx Kingo. Busy ethos, call me EOS. When I eat flows, you repo, like a Debo. Rapper Chico, that's the Evo. When I creep up, make a moves right like Keto. You brick like Shaq with the free throws. I trip like a bag with casinos. No ability in Robert C. While rappers need hope, we speak these deep books. Damage collateral, straight from the amber. With rocks in your clavicle. Flows grammatical, lyrics synthetical. This is my attitude. High as a rocket, shoot nothing but altitude. You unsurmountable, can't hold accountable. I'm too infallible, you are invaluable. Chris is an animal, preach to the choir, I take a sabbatical. Thinking that damage, I'm nothing but amateurs. I'm the pimp, your flows got kids. Push you, I ran in your man at a manium. I've been a human, you can't get your champion. Get with you, not trying to understand the mission. Stack your blue cheese like a new religion. And we got it bustin' like an aneurysm. Take a look around, I don't see no competition. My team killing, my team killing, my team killing, my team killing. Stack it to the sky cause we ain't got no ceiling. Take a look around, I don't see no competition. My team killing, my team killing, my team killing, my team killing. Stack it to the sky cause we ain't got no ceiling. Take a look around, I don't see no competition.
All right. So that was My Team Killing featuring AOK. That one comes from the homie Shawn Crutch. That was actually sent to us by the Jockness Monster himself, Warp. So bumping, and anybody that has not tuned in for the reviews here, the way that we do it is everybody will go through what they thought of the song, and then we will vote yes or no at the end of your review. And yes being I want to add this to the playlist, no being I do not want to add this to the playlist. And the nice thing about this week only having 3 is it'll be pretty clear cut if we have any ties. There will not be any ties. So that being said, I will let I Be Bumpin' offer the first critique of this last track, My Team Killin' by Shawn Crutch featuring AOK. And we'll go across. So we'll have him go, then Nathan, then I will finish.
Damn, that was a fucking sick ass track, and man, it was perfectly fucking executed. It was you know, we've heard AOK chop like that before, and it's always just like a pleasure to hear AOK chop like that, and he opened it up like that. And then when fucking Shawn Crutch came in with the chorus, man, I was vibing like a motherfucker. Shawn Crutch is a beast. Man, that was a dope ass track. I didn't even get to see who produced that beat, but that was pretty sick. If I had to take a guess, I'm gonna say it was a lingo beat. But if it wasn't and it was somebody else, my bad. Anyways, I thought that was dope. That was pretty fucking sick. And I was definitely vibing to that, and I would definitely vibe to that again. Do I vote yes or no right now, or do we wait at the end?
You vote yes or no right now.
Oh, I'm gonna say yeah.
He said yeah, and it got cut off. But yes, yes from Bumpin'. Nate Nasty.
How about a?
Yeah, you heard that.
Yes. Yes. The punchlines were there. Fucking sick beat, dope feature. Shawn Crutch, his wordplay and stuff is always dope.
Yeah.
I like the hook. I don't have anything negative to say about that. Fucking Paula Abdul over here said everything I wanted to say.
Man, I'm supposed to be Simon Cowell. I'm gonna be straight up. I intended on being a jerk, but that song was too dope. And if it's a dope song, there's nothing to hate on, you know.
I'm just
Oh,
giving you shit, bro.
all right.
Yeah, so that's a yes from me. Um, Jocko, thank you for sending this in.
Dope.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm the filler vote. My vote does not matter. I'm not gonna use that to sow chaos here though. I thought the track was really really dope as well. The one thing I really like about in particular about when AOK does chop is that um, he does so in a way that you can articulate every word he's saying, and that I think is important to me. I think there's a lot of people that chop and have the flow down really really well, but the content doesn't necessarily match it. Or it's not necessarily that the content doesn't always match, because I will say that I do have one slight critique, is that on Sean's verse, I like that he did have a mix of different flows in there, but man, like I just really feel like Sean shines um, when he has, kind of like a more methodical, laid out pattern with his words and stuff, because he's so creative with the words that he uses, and he's got a really really awesome voice and delivery when he uses those words. I think that shines best when he kind of a stay between when he's just saying stuff real slow and methodically, like a la Sean Price kind of style, or when he's he is a little bit faster but not quite chopping. That's like where I feel like he's at his absolute best for me as a listener. I think the chopping was still really, really great quality. I think you can still snap on that. I still think that it's not something that, like, if you love doing that, keep fucking doing that, homie. Because it's not that you are a slouch on that at all. I just feel like you are so fucking dope at those other two things that as a listener, it's like, man, the parody of that, especially with AOK chopping for an entire verse, if you would have had a whole verse of you kind of setting the tone on the other direction, it would have been like a yin and yang of these two just dope but completely different styles. And that's the only thing I will say. It's not necessarily negative. It's just my whole song personal preference. But
like polarizing it.
yes,
It
and
was
I think
fucking
that
dope.
would have. Yes, it was still absolutely fucking dope. I think the hook
And I had to go grab
matched
my
the
grandma chain because that reminded me.
the hook definitely matched the tone of the beat and everything like that, and accentuated that. Really brought out the best of both of you. I think that was definitely yes all around, as another one that we'd be happy to add to the playlist. So that being said, after 3 yeses, the first song once again getting on the playlist. We're gonna move on to the next one. This is "Living My Best Life," the VIP mix. This is Shawn Crutch, Killer Chris, and Maine. Vibes, Killer on the beat, Killer on the, I think it beat, but it looks like boat to me. With my old ass eyes. Cooked out kits. So
It's the font.
it's the font too. All right, well, either way, we're gonna give this one a spin, and then we'll go in reverse order. I'll go first, and you can go second, and Bump will go third.
What do I do now?
You mute and hit play.
Fuck, man, my screen froze for grip there. Alright, we got Killer Chris and Shawn Crutch, two fucking badass MCs. Let's go.
Living my best life. Grab a couple blunts and grab a Dutch and just start feeling it. Living my best life. We in now. Cause I'ma live mine. Get yours. Why? Cause I'ma get mine. I'ma bet it on. Living my best life. Living my best life. Cause I'ma live mine. Get yours. Why? Cause I'ma get mine. Living my best life. Living my best life. Grab a Dutch and just start feeling my best life. Living my best life.
About to make it happen when I'm rapping, it's indigenous. You got one life to live, so chase your dreams if you envision. It's no pigeon shit. Everything we talk about, we living it, just getting it. Always kept it real, so who you kidding with? Don't give what they really say, I'm just not feeling it, concealing it. If I get locked up, then I'm appealing it, real with it. Make a bad decision, then you deal with it. Grab a couple blunts and grab a Dutch and just start peeling it. Keep feeling it. If I see the ops, then I'm revealing it. Time to crash the party, I got shorty acting naughty. She got titties and a donkey, I'ma tap it till the morning while it's splashing like it's coffee. Tell them haters back up off me while I'm sipping on that Rossi. Grab some soda mixed with Vossi. Doing numbers with the posse, trying to hardy in the lobby. Living life like it's a hobby. Doing everything I love and spending time with the family. Placing nothing else above it like
Living my best life. Living my best life. Living my best life. Living my best life. Living my life like a party. Mommy just keep pouring in, support a hint. Sip yak, order gin, and I'ma knock it back till I'm going it big. Get on the chick, Killer Chris on her friends. I'm at the bar with a view, honey, sip a Patron. They ain't leaving till 6 in the morning. Shorty out here looking too gorgeous. On my drink killer, I got to jump on me. She grooving when the record spin. It got me trying to figure out what hotel room we be stepping in. It's poppin' now, she working so elegant. Dancing like a veteran, the X is the medicine. It's real evidence, she checking the cane out. She gotta be a stripper, how she making that thing bounce. She want a metahuman sweating her hair out. Living my best life, Cripple Pimpin', we here now. Living my best life. Living my best life. Living my best life. Living my best life. Living my best life.
They say life
All right, that was "Living My Best Life," the VIP mix. That's Killer Chris on both the beat, I believe the mix, and that first verse. And then we got the homie Shawn Crutch um, with the vocals on the cut for the hook, and he was the second verse. And then I believe the last verse was a fellow by the name of Maine. That being said, I'll start off. So man, so it's weird because my feedback definitely changed throughout the song, and I'll kind of take you through the journey. So first off, the beat and that kind of hook section really reminded me of my uncle used to have a house that he rented that was on the beach, and we always used to go down there. They had like a dock, you could jump in the water and stuff like that, and they were always playing tunes outside. So like this was around the time of like uh, now six, so it was like Shaggy, like fucking Wasn't Me
They call me
was
Mr.
playing.
Bombastic.
Yeah, it was that era of music that was playing, and this is definitely like a beat that I could hear, and with that hook and stuff, and especially those first two verses. I think this is something that I could have heard out there. I thought Killer Chris, I thought his verse was super super tight. I think uh, he had a lot of like awesome punchlines and kind of witty bars in there. His flow and delivery reminded me a lot of Decca, but just like with different content. And I thought that was really dope. And then this was exactly what I was talking about on that last song with Shawn Crutch. Like, even though the content isn't something that I necessarily usually vibe with, just kind of talking about chicks and stuff like that. The way Shawn delivers it is so appealing that I definitely fucks with that. And I thought that was dope as hell. And I'll be completely honest here when I say this. If this song was those two verses and then a fade out after the hook, my vote would be an absolute yes with no hiccups involved. That being said, that third verse, auto tune, man, it just completely ruined the entire vibe and the verse for me. It's something
For
that
real.
like I really just don't. It didn't fit for me at all, and it kind of ruined the song. And I'm also kind of somebody that like when I listen to songs, if there's that one verse on there that like really ruins it for me, I don't want to listen to that song multiple times. Because it's like that song is kind of work. Because now I have to skip this song once the second verse is over. And it's like I don't want that work built into a song. So that being said, as dope as fuck as I think the fucking beat, the mix was awesome. The first two verses were tight as hell, and the hook was dope. I gotta give this one a no because I just can't get past the auto tune on the third verse. It just like completely undermined the rest of what the song had going for it for me. I'll pass it off to Nasty.
All right, so although I agree with the auto tune, I'm not a big fan of auto tune. His bars weren't bad. His like it's not the kind of stuff I normally listen to. I fucking love the beat. I love the sample. Fucking Crutch, the way he started it was like he was almost singing. I fucking really really like that. It shows a versatility that I hadn't seen from Shawn Crutch before. Um, Chris's verse, he had the punchlines. I it's a yes for me. But I want to hear that dude Maine without auto tune. I want to hear him, but this, personal preference.
I
But
absolutely agree with that. I couldn't even listen to the verse because the auto tune is so abrasive to me as a listener that I just couldn't. I couldn't get past it and listen to the guy. I caught a couple of bars here and there, and like you said, it sounded like he was, a decent spitter, and I would love to hear it without the auto tune.
hell yeah. But so I mean, it's a yes for me. I just come on, man. I
All
mean, keep doing your thing. Keep doing your thing. Killer Chris, we've seen your production grow. We've seen your bars grow. Not saying that I'm at a point where I can fucking give judgment or anything, but it's like I see the progression, bro, and it's
Fucking
there,
is.
solid as fuck. We got a link. We got a link on some more shit. But yeah,
Fuck that. Everybody can pass judgment. Anybody that listens, anyway. If you listen to enough of it, I don't care if you make it. You have a right to an opinion and a judgment. Doesn't mean that he has to take it, or anybody has to take it at face value. But I think that, man, your feedback always seems to have a sound logic behind it. Something that I always listen to pretty religiously.
not always, but thank you.
Not always, but I definitely, I always consider it though. I think highly of your criticisms.
Oh, stop! You're gonna make me.
We got bumping. He's gonna turn and do some kind of weird cigarette smoking monologue here for his review.
He's gonna turn around. It's gonna be that danger wombat or whatever.
I got my foot elevated right now because that motherfucker is swollen. And the funny thing is, it started swelling up during Maine's verse. I mean, Maine, come on, dude. You sound like you got your mama's titty in your mouth, man. Take your mama's titty out your mouth and learn how to fucking rap. No, I'm just kidding. No, but straight up, I actually can look past the auto-tune. I see the art behind it. It's the third verse, and it's like the closing verse. And it's nice to have like a melody or like some melodic thing. I know a lot of people don't like auto-tune. It just got that stigma. But auto-tune isn't like too bad when it's not overused. When it's just a little bit auto-tune, it's not too bad. So like if he did, partial parts of his verse, like 4 bars auto-tune, and then like 4 rap bars and then 4 more auto-tune bars, it would have sounded a lot better to me. But to me, it wasn't like just the nail in the coffin or nothing. I did like the song. It had a vibe. It had a pretty good vibe. Killer Chris, like, he's always been dope. I know I see the progression, and I think that's just because I'm seeing more and more of his videos. I know his video game has stepped up, and he got better equipment. But Killer Chris has
Mixes
always
too.
had like some fucking nutty. Yeah, his mixes are stepping up. His punch bars have always been pretty dope, and I know he sent us something. We sent him something. We got some unfinished business. I would love to get back to that now that we're done dropping our album and we can focus, or we actually need to focus on our unfinished stuff for our next project. And I definitely would love to fucking officially work with Killer Chris again, but like get some shit out there, you know what I mean? Like, or finish up what we started. I know I wrote a verse, didn't get to finish it or record it.
What's your vote?
I didn't even get to the Shawn Crutch part. I was gonna say Shawn Crutch, you beasted. Like, he reminds me a lot of Young Jeezy, and Young Jeezy was like one of my inspirations coming up. But my vote, is it supposed to be
Yes or no?
like a I'm gonna have to say no because I feel like I should be limiting my yeses and I should be dishing out the no's like candy. So I'm gonna have to
Wow.
say no.
Is that
Buckro, it
because I
gets
called you Paula Abdul?
stonewalled.
No, I'm supposed to be Simon, damn it.
That got stonewalled. Damn. Next
Well, what
we'll
happens if it gets
That was a split. That
stonewalled?
wasn't Stonewall.
there was 2 no's and a yes.
I
Yeah,
think
but I
what we
still
should do
knowed it too.
is we
I
should
still knowed it first.
the ones that are split or semi-split. We can maybe put them in like another bracket
I
where we can do.
definitely would want anybody watching this though to go follow, like, subscribe to Shawn Crutch and Killer Chris. And fuck it, Maine too, because they're all underground artists. And underground artists is where like the actual art is at, you know? And it doesn't take much support to make an artist's day. That's fucked up.
Right. So that one.
Fucking Pesto telling me my input was decent is like it made my whole month. What are you talking
Yeah, see?
I said it was great. I didn't say it was
Blowing
decent.
each other off. And then my input, oh, let's hear what a drug addict thinks about all this shit. Yeah, fuck you. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, so we're gonna move on to tricks in the trade. So that was that one's not going on. So we got one going on the playlist, one that did not make the cut. But again, I do like we said with the other one that did make the cut last week. I do think in this case absolutely as well. We'd like to hear more Killer Chris. We'd like to get more submissions from Killer Chris and with Killer Chris involved in them, and Shawn Crutch as well, man. Both those guys are dope. And I would like to hear Maine without autotune as well. If that exists, I'd love to hear that.
We almost got the whole fucking like Mad World Cypher fucking like rappers. We gotta like tighten the knots between all of our fucking links, man. Like we linked up pretty dope after the event and the next Mad World event in the future. If we can get all of us together like a reunion again, dude, it'd be dope.
All right.
I refuse to go.
Let's go. Let's listen to this next one. This is Tricks in the Trade. This was sent in by Mr. East. This is by Grim Moses.
What order are we going in on?
We'll let you go first.
Nate goes first, and then me, and then Pesto.
Yes.
All right, ready?
Yes.
All right.
Bitch, put a bag on your head. Ha! The fuck I see the underlining message is strength itself. If you ain't get it yet, you ain't built for wealth. Gunshots for the ones that can't heal themselves. My dog all learning how to get that belt. The way I keep it rocking, they can't stop that gift. I am more than just fly, this name won't die. Cause Moses was sent to help them multiply. If you seen him nowadays, he got vision in his eyes. All the trials and tribulations, feelings never lie. I'm a little older now, I've been to earth like 7 times. I'm a Chi gold medal sign, not Kevin Featherline. I'm fully aware, you know what? Never mind. Hey yo, these bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks. But a lot of you rappers just hoes with dicks. I don't care about these dudes, I don't pose in flicks. Now ask them again, they know I'm about my shit. They said bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks. But a lot of you rappers just hoes with dicks. I don't care about these dudes, I don't pose in flicks. Now ask them again, they know I'm about my shit. It's Graham, Lottie Dottie, catch me at the party. Talking Abu Dhabi with Moses on the marquee. Funkier than a bunch of marquees in a car seat. Don't get stashed and you barely see me hardly. You broke eating at the Hardee's. I'm that Wagyu with the barley. In the Lexus with the Barbie. They play the back extra salty. I'm that all-seeing with the long reach. I'm the one you cannot floss me. Check it. I snatched the bags from the wreckage. I got the beam for the wretched, so don't contest it. Yo, these bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks. But a lot of you rappers just hoes with dicks. I don't care about these dudes, I don't pose in flicks. Now ask them again, they know I'm about my shit. They said bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks. But a lot of you rappers just hoes with dicks. I don't care about these dudes, I don't pose in flicks. Now ask them again, they know I'm about my shit. It's Graham.
Snap your W-2 and file your taxes 100%.
You got to be more vigilant with that pause button at the end. Of the
Don't
fucking
forget
track,
to file your taxes, and then send me some money.
That was Grim Moses with Tricks in the Trade. We'll start off with the man's Nate Nasty.
Yo, I like that shit. That beat, I wasn't sold on it at first, but then it like after probably like 3-4 bars, I was just like, yes. The fucking Kevin Federline bar, the hook. I like the hook. It stayed in the pocket. You know, he didn't He didn't have to go too flashy with it. He was just like, this is a rap track. I'm fucking rapping. I love that shit. That's a yes from me. Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
I be bumping. What say you?
That was pretty sick. You know, it wasn't like Lobotomized Genius was sick, but it was pretty good, you know. I mean, it was in there. It was that. It was a good tier, you know. It was good fast food worker raps. Um, it was complete shit, dude. No, I'm just kidding. It was fucking sick. I'm trying to be fucking harsh. No, it was dope as hell. That beat was fucking really trancy. It reminded me a lot of that fucking um that dude that Nate's nephew fucking listens to. Tara Reid. It reminded me of that Tara Reid beat kinda. It just had like that Halloween Town kind of vibe. It was fucking sick. And then yeah, exactly. He didn't go out of the pocket too much and he flowed on that fucking beat like fucking butter. That's a yes for me.
All right, 2 yeses. So once again, my vote meaningless. But I'm gonna say right away, it's an absolute. It's a 3 yes. The beat, dude. The
Yeah.
beat reminded me of like it was crunchy boom bap, but it reminded me of if you guys ever played the game Bully. There was a song in the game
Yeah.
Bully that sample reminded me of the game Bully, and it fit the content and the bars and everything like that. I thought it was dope. The East Coast flavor in the delivery at different points reminded me of Slane, reminded me of Cage, reminded me of a lot of those dope underground MCs. I haven't heard a lot of Grim Moses, but that shit was fire. I
Yeah, that was sick.
definitely want to hear more. Yeah, that shit was dope, man. Absolute resounding 3 yeses. I wish I had more to say, but man, this is definitely like the replayability on that track. It's one that I'm excited to
You know
get
what
into
3
listening to the
yeses mean?
get to listening to the playlist and
If 3 yeses mean we have to celebrate with a circle jerk. Oh, that was sick. No.
well, no to the circle jerk, but yes to adding that to the playlist, and I'm excited to listen to that one several
I can't
times.
ever fucking make rules.
Pick apart the bars a little bit more because like Nate said, there was a lot of clever and cool punchlines in there. I like the hook kind of paying homage to a classic track.
Using shit with hoes and tricks. Yep.
Yeah, that shit's
Yeah,
fire.
it was dope.
I like that though. Like a lot of y'all rappers are just hoes with dicks.
Yeah, I like that too.
Nate likes hoes with dicks.
That shit was good. So this next one, this dude actually sent us 2 tracks, but I'm gonna play. We're gonna play one this week, and then next week we'll go and listen to the other one. It'll be the first on the list. But this is Reco Daquon. This is She the One.
Okay.
So yeah,
What order are we going in?
Bump Me Than You.
Boss bitch, bad bad, new whip, paper tags, switch it up, still bad. Who mad? Too bad. She do what she wanna. We blow marijuana. such a stunner. She ain't got a man. That's cause she don't want her to be fucking with her. I swear it's on her. She got an ass like Nicki, a face like Rihanna. She got her own business, she ain't with ya. I think she the one. Yeah, I think she the one. She got an ass like Nicki, a face like Rihanna. She got her own business, she ain't with ya. I think she the one. Yeah, I think she the one. Personally, it's her personality for me. Her flaws make her perfect and unique. I swear she is bad as they can be. She light a room up with her smile. When she turning up, don't turn her down. She shut it down when she step out. She rose so low, she don't do crowds. And we just vibe, no ties. But she do what she wanna. We blow marijuana. She dressed in the latest. She is such a stunner. She ain't got a man. That's cause she don't wanna to be fucking with her. I swear it's an honor. She got an ass like Nicki, a face like Rihanna. She got her own business, she ain't with the drama. I think she the one. Oh yeah, I think she the one. She got an ass like Nicki, a face like Rihanna. She got her own business, she ain't with the drama. I think she the one. Oh yeah, I think she the one.
Opera GX is by far the best browser available right now. I know you've heard me talk about them a lot.
Damn you, bumping.
What the fuck, dude?
I fully made the switch from Chrome to Opera GX.
What are you doing, bumping?
Reasons I did that is because Google Chrome is an
Yo, you fucking shithead, get back here, dude.
Beyond that, they have
Who put this motherfucker in charge of?
Oh my god. I'm turning I turned the stream off. You know when he gets his ass back here. So actually, we'll just start with okay, are you back?
Sorry, that ad right there had to get that fucking shitty song out of my head. Fucking shitty.
So you go first.
My fucking god, bumping.
You go first, bro. Your feedback is first.
I don't know. I liked it. It's not really the style that we're, but we said that we were open to all kinds of genres and styles. So in that sense, I liked it for what it was. It was a good fucking, I definitely like to be driving around in the summer listening to that. It's good for its style. I mean, it's not my style, but I'm just gonna say it straight up. For what it is, it's dope. That's a no from me. I don't want that shit on my playlist.
Okay, so no from I Be Bumpin'. Harsh critic over here. I'll go next. So,
Good
I
song.
thought the shit was dope. I listened to a lot of different genres, and this reminded me of, like, it kind of had some of those, like, early 2000s, like, My Chemical Romance, like, Fall Out Boy, like, that vibe to it. A little bit of that emo rock in there, but a little softer than that on the production. And I think it was complemented well. And this is, like, I think this is kind of gives me a good opportunity to talk about the use of auto-tune effectively versus like being oversaturated and kind of overshadowing everything else that is happening, like in that other song that we listened to. I think that this enhanced what he was doing with the other stuff, and clearly you can hear this guy can sing. and he did leave a lot of those raw vocals in there as well. And I thought it was a really cool fusion. Like Bump had said, this is a song that I think listening to when you're driving around. I don't give a fuck about the season. Like, I drive around a lot. I like to listen to a lot of different things when I'm driving around. This is absolutely something I would love to listen to when I'm driving around. That's a yes for me, man. I think that was a cool track. It's not a style I've heard before. It's kind of a cool fusion, almost like an R&B hip hop mixed with like kind of like a pop punk instrumental, and I think that was kind of dope. So it's a yes for me, man. I'll let Nate go.
It's not my cup of tea. It's not a bad song by any means. It was well done. Dude, you got a hell of a voice. It's just not my cup of tea. But it's a yes. It's a yes for me because it's not a bad song. You definitely sound like you're sprung, and you might play that last song that we listened to when you learn that she's really for the streets, because they all are. Just kidding. No, but like, it's a good song, so I'm giving it a yes. It's not something that I would personally listen to, but
yeah, I mean, honestly, that's the thing that I think is cool. Is like both weeks that we've done music, we've gotten music that it's not something that I would have found myself finding authentically on my own without this medium. So it's cool because when I listen to music like this, it'll often like curate other playlists if I just click on the song too, so that I'll find other music that's similar or what the algorithm thinks is similar. And sometimes it's right, sometimes it's very wrong, and sometimes it brings you to other dope shit. But I thought this was cool, and I'm glad we got to hear it. I'm curious to hear the other song he sent in next week. And yeah, we'll move on. We got one more song here, and then we'll get into the rest of the epi. If Bumpin' is here to switchboard this, his camera's off. Bumpin', are you there?
welcome to the Fuck Bro podcast.
Okay, this is Spaceships in Sonora.
Where the fuck is Bumpin'?
This is Spaceships in Sonora by Wino Willie and Maze Overlay. This was also sent in by the homie Mr. East. So shout out to him. He's got a really dope taste in music. We met him at the Mad World event. And then we also went to a nice little cookout with the Grimo family afterwards. They hosted us at his crib. So thanks again for having us in your place and providing food and entertainment for the day. That was a dope time, and I look forward to the next time we get to do that. Last song he sent in was dope, so I hope this one lives up to that same reputation. Take it away.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have a grave announcement to make.
I feel like I just landed in this bed.
Incredible as it may seem, both the observations of science and the evidence of our eyes lead to the inescapable assumptions that those strange beings who landed tonight
Where you from now? Southwest.
the vanguard of an invading army.
How we get here? It's like, I'm beneficial without the shit that I used to flip. Did what I had, do some shit I don't wanna do again. Trying to be a better human, gotta show the kids. Role models locked in the system, how they supposed to live. it like Christmas time when the shit in drive. Feeling like an interstellar fella when I'm whipping by. You may see me when I fly by, looking like some out of sci-fi. Came from the sky just to make sound. Strains in my mind got me spaced out. Some by that southwest state of mind. All my AC aliens down to take a ride. And you know I got that good, y'all. Turn it up all the way when I pull up. Had some encounters, seen some shit that I could not explain. Some unidentified illegals who ain't got a name. They ain't got no papers, but they got the flame. And never question the heat because it got us paid. You see the streets got walls and the block is chained. No stock exchange, only Glocks and chains till we locked away. Stocks on the AR, pistol spraying with shoddy aim. Running from 12 gauge bacon, saying not today. The flow buzzing, my drive look like I stole something. Bucket fresh out of the oven, yeah you know summer. Go forever like coyotes and road runners. Selling wolf tickets when they ain't really did no number. Passing by in a ship, feeling like fat lip. Being outcasted, I know I'm different like Mad Lib. Risen from the ashes in a one-time matted it. Peeling off, it ain't all just sunshine and cactuses. Yo, where the fuck we end up at? What is this place?
By an object which passed in at 500 miles an hour. Obviously, this was a solid object, and I believe it was from outer space.
That was Spaceships in Sonora by Maze Overlay. I wonder if Wino Willie is the producer. I'll have to look into that. That artwork is fucking sick. So yeah, that shit was. I'll start off, man. That shit was fire as hell. The intro and that beat, man. That beat was fucking sick. It sounded like an alien invasion. The tone of the track definitely fit with that beat too. I thought the flow and the delivery fit really, really nicely. Over that, it was just like a very eerie kind of entrancing production. And I think the intro outro clips really summarized and aided that. That shit was fucking dope, man. Mr. East, keep sending in dope music, dude. I know I have one more from you in the hopper, but I encourage you to continue to send us music because this, just like the other one that you sent in, this one was super, super dope. The rhymes were fire. I thought the inflection on the hook was really, really good. The delivery was awesome. And the production was ill as hell. It's a definite yes from me. I'll let Nate Nasty go next.
Another definite yes. That beat was fucking crazy. The fuck more can I say, man? Like, I really like the flow, like the lyricism. I want to hear more. Fucking Micah. I mean, yeah, Mr.
Yeah.
East. Keep doing your thing, bro. Because like,
huge ally.
You have, huh?
He's a huge ally of the crew and the hip hop world in general, man.
Even just like beyond that, like he does prison. He's a prison reform activist. He does a lot of shit, and like he's just a dope dude in general. But that doesn't always reflect in people's music taste, and like everything he's fucking sent me, I've liked. So yeah, definite yes. Bump, are you ready?
Are you set?
Say yes for me too. And what more is there to say?
Yeah?
Yeah?
What more is there to say? Is there anything more to say?
No, it's not. I gotta smoke some weed to get my vibe back to where it was.
So yeah, that's
But
another
it's a
one.
yes from me.
That's another one that's gonna be making it on the playlist. Once again, Thank you to everybody that's been sending in music. I got a bunch more backed up on there that we are going to go through in the next few weeks on this very podcast, which you can find here on the Twoface Media channel. Please like and subscribe, my jockalos. No warps. Like these two aren't the fucking biggest jockalos.
Warp.
Two of the biggest jockalos I know.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna turn the stream off. So if you can get your stop streaming and get your camera going for the podcast, that would be very good, lad. Even if you just have your
Hold on, there was
up.
we had a urgent donation by Jocko. Nah.
No. No, we did not. We did not.
I need to get my zone back, bro.
We do have some sponsors later in the episode.
All right, hold on.
Get your camera zone on.
This is gonna be. It's about to be.
Okay.
Today's episode is sponsored by this clip right here. Today's episode. Are you guys in there?
Oh my god.
Sponsored by this clip.
Okay.
Wake up, bro. Come on, take another drink with me.
Jesus Christ, dude. This is why we can't have nice things, mister.
Yeah, I told you this show's only gonna get better with I be bumping on it.
Yeah, if you guys didn't know, the IB and IB bumping stands for incubating barbiturates. So he is constantly just a chemical vat of various atoms floating around anonymously. And it's not that he's consuming anything. He's just like a super mutant being, and this is his power, that he just matriculates different chemical compounds into various drugs and becomes like his own personal guinea pig.
I know what you said, but hell yeah.
So, speaking of IB bumping, he has a segment on the show about various conspiracies. And,
we got some
stuff like that.
up and coming.
Yeah.
Up and coming segments because.
Do you want to give the people
y'all
a
ain't
little
ready for it?
A little preview of what those segments might entail?
I figured we can knock two birds with one stones by making a segment called Conspiracies and Cryptids or something like that. But that's basically what it's going to be. And the conspiracies, it's going to be like all kinds of different conspiracies that we can debate because I know I got some hard-headed, UFOs don't exist kind of motherfuckers that be on the podcast. And then we got motherfuckers that are just like, man, dude, fucking, there's fucking aliens out there, man. And then, but that's aliens. I mean, that's just a basic conspiracy. But we got all kinds of different conspiracies we're gonna fucking get to the bottom of. And then the cryptids, that's a motherfucking conspiracy in itself. So we're gonna talk about
let's hear them
times
try
we
to
saw
doubt
Bigfoot.
the existence of aliens once they get probed by aliens.
So are you saying, Bumpin, that it's possible that we get to the bottom of some of these conspiracy theories and find answers?
Absolutely. Don't need pictures or video proof, bro. I got a motherfucking alien in the backyard right now. And then Bigfoot, we're gonna tell our Bigfoot stories.
Okay.
That's what we're gonna do on this podcast. We're gonna tell
Absolutely not.
I have
Bigfoot stories.
I have a video of Bigfoot that got sent to me by one of my friends.
Oh my fucking god.
Yeah.
So I have some proof that it exists as well. Okay.
But that's just a future kind of thing. I mean, like.
Okay, I don't know what is happening on Nate's screen, and I hate it, dude. I don't know what you're doing right now.
You have to watch the Greasy Strangler. That's another segment.
Well, yeah,
Convince
but like, why he's
Pesto to
putting?
watch Greasy Strangler. So, for a little bit of background, we've been telling Pesto to watch Greasy Strangler at least half of the year.
And he hasn't.
And he has not watched it yet.
I'd say it's closer to like a year.
Yeah, it took me like that long though too, Pesto. I was like,
Well, let me interject here with originally, when they did tell me about this, they did very much force it on me. Like, you have to watch this, you have to watch this, you have to watch this. I had other stuff I was watching at the time. I was like, you can't watch this. And then they kept doing it. And then I told them, if you keep doing it, I'm just gonna not want to watch it out of spite for you continuing to kind of drill it into me. And I was like,
No.
you've explained to me that it's an important bit of cinematography to you guys, the lobotomized geniuses, and I would love to consume.
Everyone in the world needs to experience.
Okay, so I would love to experience this film, but there is a ingrained article of absolute shithead that exists deep inside of me that gets invoked every single time you go, you have to watch this movie right now. And sometimes they'll pull it up on a stream. Sometimes they'll start casting it to my TV when they're here. It's just like it's like rape, you know? Sex is great, but when somebody's forcing it on you, you're just like, nah.
You just
no, I love
be the one
to.
showing the shit. Like,
Not true.
So then, like a couple years down the road, you're gonna watch Greasy
All right,
Strangler.
so if you discovered this
and
movie first,
contain
you
it.
would definitely be on us about watching it, and we would have watched
Not true. Well, I can't say. I don't know. I haven't watched the movie yet.
Fucking guarantee it.
How about since we're all just talking about it?
Let's stream it. Let's go.
No.
Right now.
See, I told you guys
we don't have
exactly
time to
what
stream
was
it.
going to happen. These
We
two
don't have time
fucking
to stream it.
goons.
But no, you have to just watch it. Just next time you want to be like,
I bet my
wanna watch
last
a new movie. Throw that
that
one
you
on.
will be entertained by this movie.
I'm not denying the fact that I would be entertained by this movie. But I'm a man of vibes.
Okay,
If you don't have
so
me in a vibe of watching something absolutely ridiculous.
the vibe. Okay, so the vibe I can describe.
This movie has big dick energy.
Is that Come to Daddy movie with Elijah Wood? It's
Yeah,
kind of got
I
that
know
kind
you're
of vibe.
fucking lying.
No,
Not at all, bro.
I see it. It's the dialogue, the style of
They're just a ridiculous like dialogue, and you will definitely pick up on that instantly.
I don't. I feel like I don't have to debate anymore because I feel like you guys have proven my point.
All right, I don't think people want to hear us argue about you not wanting to watch an amazing movie.
That's fair. That's fair. But what they are gonna hear about, whether they want to or not, is what we finished off last week's show with. Nate, do you remember what we finished off last week's show with?
I barely remember this morning. Please remind me.
Okay, Bobbit, you edited the video. Do you remember what we ended last week's show with?
Fuck, bro.
He doesn't look like he knows.
Fuck, bro. You got a dub on you?
Well, that sucks.
I'm trying to think.
I don't remember what we finished last. No, I'm just kidding. Last week we finished off with the plague that is producers selling feature packs of bigger artists, and since we fucking did those, I can't remember what the name of it was, but I did comment on it saying it was whack as hell. There was one that got advertised on my social media. It was like Lil Boozy doing one. He's like, it's your boy Boozy Badass. I'm here with shitheadbeats.com, and we giving you an exclusive feature that 5,000 other rovers are gonna purchase for $50, and then you all gonna have me on the same song and beat, and it's gonna be whack as hell. It was one of those. So yeah, we're gonna get deeper into that topic because we've had a few experiences with this. There's one experience with this that we've had for quite a long time that we're gonna get into a little bit deeper here in 2 months. We're building a bracket for one of these very songs. I be bumping. Do you want to tell the people what that song is called?
Well, we're gonna start with the Chris Calico feature. I just want to disappear because there's 1,000 songs.
He's not exaggerating. And we will not be voting for which one of these is the best. We will be voting for which one of these is the biggest offender and an example of why this shit is whack as hell and doesn't need to exist. Man, it's something that it kind of pisses me off because I think about like the feature game as a game of respect and integrity in certain ways that you it's kind of something that you can earn, right? So like if there's an artist that you look up to in the game that's like really, really dope and you want to work with them and you just started making music, I feel like it's kind of a given that you gotta earn the respect enough for them to at least know who the fuck you are to expect to be working with them on music. I feel like that is a realistic expectation that people shouldn't be pissed off about. I feel like that, like it just kind of seems like a given to me that you should at least be on a level where you can correspond with an artist directly if you want to work with them on some sort of music. I just feel like the selling of these recycled features and verses and stuff like that just dilutes every single one of those artists. Like fucking Danku, man. Danku's worked his ass off, and Danku's gotten a lot of features off of busting his ass and meeting and linking up with people through touring and just being at this for a long time and being dope at what he does. Him getting features with these people and then other people turning around and selling verses of theirs and other major artists just kind of dilutes a lot of that hard work and energy that he invested in it and other people like him invested in building themselves up to a point where they deserve to work with these artists and are actually peers with these artists and rather than consumers in a weird new market that never existed before and shouldn't exist. Nate, you look like you got something to say.
Bad. I don't like it. No, I get what you're saying. Like, so my part of it is like every one of these people who buys this, like, no. My biggest issue is that these guys are effectively trying to sell the dream, right? Except it's not the dream because you're not guaranteed that you'll make it or even reach the fans of said person. Everybody's, and on top of that, like once you hear one version of the song, it's hard to listen to any of the other versions. And the other versions don't really vary that much. It's the same hook. It's the same beat. Like,
Go to bed, boy.
Bumping. I'm not going to bed. I'm a big boy.
I'm not going to bed either.
Love you, baby.
I'm also a big boy.
He's talking.
Everything's good, baby.
No, it's not dead. You're a fuck. This is nightmare
Motherfucker.
stories.
I lost where I was going with this. Oh yeah, they're not selling a dream. It's like a bastardized version. And it's like I understand when once you invest in something, you're sure-footed. You're like, this will work for me. And like
Love you.
when we talk about it, we pissed
Everything
a
is
couple
good,
people
baby.
off. I prefer not to name names because I feel like I still fuck with the
Okay.
artist person. It's just like it's we speak on our shit. You know, if we don't agree with something, we speak on it. You know, you don't got to get all butthurt. You know, and because if our intentions were to hurt butts, we'd fucking definitely pick apart some other fucking flaw of like what you're saying and doing.
I'm
Welcome
not
back,
afraid
Bumpin'.
to name names.
No, I'm not. So don't put words in my mouth. I'm not afraid.
I know you're not afraid. I didn't mean that. I didn't mean it like you're afraid. I didn't mean to imply that you're afraid to name names.
Mm-hmm.
I feel
But
like
like,
I'm actually
sorry.
gonna look up
But
some of
like,
these
what I was
names
saying is
right
like,
now.
once you've invested, you feel like this is going to work, and so you feel like when someone else has an opinion on it, which people are going to have, um, these motherfuckers get all like up in their feelings and try to insult you on some other shit, and a lot of times make false equivalent.
My
well, and
beef is more with. Go ahead, bro.
if they're gonna insult you, my position is if especially if they say something directly, well, you did this and I think this is whack. Then it's like, then say it when I did that, bitch, or forever keep your dick sucking lips shut. Because like you wasn't saying that shit when I was posting this around. So now that you're mad at me, you're gonna come and try and attack me for something completely different. That just makes me think you're a pussy. And you are a pussy. Because if you had a problem with that, you should have said something right away. And I have no problem with people critiquing what I do. And I'm definitely open to having logical discussions about anything. But people that kind of sit on stuff that they're closet hating you, or they're like, I don't really like this person, but they're still following you on social media. They're still friends with you on Facebook. They're still doing that kind of shit. And then they find something where, like you said, they're invested in something. And maybe there's a post from a group that talks about this subject, which has happened in this very case. And we jump on there and voice our opinion, and this person takes it as a personal attack because they have some ammo in the chamber of built up angst against us or anyone else that speaks out against it. And then randomly they take this as a personal attack and then end up turning it around and saying, well, I thought uh, fat and violence and an offensive name for an album, or something like that. Like, it's like, dude, you guys have been advertising this album for how fucking long? It's been posted all over the fucking place. And somebody's going to come out there and say something like that now? It's like, this person's been hanging on to that for a long time, and just waiting for an opportunity to be pissed off at you for a different reason and then unload everything that they have. And it's like that's the part of it that I think is weird, that I try to stay away from when we're doing this kind of stuff, and talking about this stuff, because I know that none of us have been afraid to speak our minds in any of those avenues or mediums, online or in person, when it comes to things like rapping over vocals and now this stuff. But Bumpin', what's your opinion?
Fucking New China, bro. Orange chicken. Dude, I don't really like. I feel bad for these artists because they think that they're getting something unique and, like, they think it's like something that they're getting that, like, they have a share in it, or they're like it's a piece of some bigger pie, and it's really not. It's just like a piece of paper and a stack of papers, and these artists are just like fucking all on Anno Domini's fucking dick. Anno Domini, dude, like, dude's such a fucking sleazebag. He tries to act like all humble, and when he states his opinions, and oh, that's not true at all, man. So and so got like 1 million plays, man, on Spotify, and it's like, well, yeah, well, who else, What about fucking Fathom or fucking K Blaze are nice with it? How many plays do they get for their Royce to 5'9" feature? That he's the only one that's been pushing that shit out. Like, you know what I mean? Like, Anno Domini ain't fucking like promoting these artists' songs. He's just promoting his beat pack and his feature pack, and he's selling it off like, oh, you miss DMX? Well, now you don't have to. You can get a verse off of him. You miss Big Pun? Well, now you don't have to. You get a verse off him, and he's just giving these legendary artists out to the fucking wolves, bro. The vultures, bro. He's just literally
The Infinity
digging their graves
Stones.
up. The Infinity Stones, bro. Fucking A's, man. Like I feel bad for the artists. Uh, they get all cocky too. Like if you try to like tell them what it is, and it's like they get all defensive, like they can't handle any judgment and oh, you're just trying to stop me in my dream. It's like, dude, you don't have no followers, no nothing, and you're posting the song like you're some. I just did a track with Chris Calico, like,
Yeah, and I've heard some of them
so
say
forth.
like, I do this and I post it, and maybe some of his fans will see it and think he's like legitimately on this song, and then they'll start listening to my music. So they're like kind of trying to swindle people into listening to their music, and that to me is like, it's just cringy. It's like,
It is.
invest that energy and time into perfecting your craft, and the listeners will come organically if you do shows and you collaborate with other artists and do things like that. It's not a formula that's impossible for anyone to do. It's like a real. Uh, God damn it, man.
It's dumb. Any producer could do that to their artist, but it would be so fucked up, wouldn't it?
Right.
And like Anno Domini, dude, like he's the fakest producer I've ever fucking met, dude. I never met him in person, but he tries to act all big, when he tries to respond to his messages, and dude's just a fucking garbage bag, bro. He's a seeping garbage bag with a hole in it, and there's like dumpster juice
No
at the
disrespect to
bottom of the
Oscar the
fucking bag.
Grouch.
Yeah, no disrespect to Oscar the Grouch.
No.
Anno Domini, dude, you're fucking sleazebag, fucking scumball, dude. And all you do is you suck cock to walk. You will suck cock to walk.
Nate, do you have anything to interject here?
Nah, he
Oh,
doesn't. He knows
Eloquent,
it's the truth.
Bump came in like a fucking wrecking
graceful.
ball.
I was just literally just saying
Nah,
Wasn't
you
trying.
saying facts, bro. I mean, I agree with you.
facts.
Uh, and to add on to that, like, so this is the thing. People saying, "Oh, well, then this is the only way that I can get beats, or I can get this, I can get that." Dog, I can fucking personally reach out to me, reach out to Bump, reach out to Nate, reach out to anybody you see in this podcast. Could personally link you up with underground producers that are doing the same thing that you're trying to do as an artist. They're trying to fucking build. They're trying to make dope music. Work with those fucking guys. Like, these are guys that are putting in the same kind of passion and energy and effort that you should be putting into your art and your craft. And if you link up with people that are doing that, I promise you, your music will be better. Your content will be a lot more dope and a lot more appealing to people. And something that I would hope that you're a lot more proud of. Look at the fucking background of what Nate's got going on there. Those are all artists and producers that these guys have more or less built with and linked
Yeah,
up with
built.
through you know doing this shit and fucking working their asses off and doing shows and going to invest and then investing their time, investing their energy into the fucking craft that they take seriously. and that's really all it is. It's like you can't buy a quick meal ticket to being a fucking legitimized artist. It's a and not expect flack from people that are fucking working their asses off. It's like, dude, like people like this that look at that. That's fucking is that 20 tracks, 21 tracks?
22.
It's 21 in a skit.
21 in a skit, dude.
Yeah,
21 in a
well,
fucking
20.
skit. And they got a shitload more that didn't make the cut for that. It's like that's what
Bits
to
and
me
pieces
that's what
coming soon.
Yeah.
but that's what being an artist is. It's like you fucking love doing this, then do this.
With all
Yeah.
that being said, keep an eye out for the Twoface Media Pack. $32.99, featuring 15 beats from Jester Exodus, 15 beats from I'll Be Bumpin', 15 beats from DW Underground, with 2 verses from Nate Nasty, 1 chorus from MC Envy, 3 verses from Pestilence, and 4 fucking similar verses from I Be Bumpin'. Purchase now, it's very limited. And then
Bro,
you
there
gotta
is
go
no
Google.
stopping him.
And you can Google the fucking song, and then check out my song, bro. And you gotta sift through all of them. Oh, it's not that one. It's not that one. It's not that. It's right here. Can you picture that, bro?
Oh, yeah. I can picture all of that.
Can you picture trying to show someone your song, like, dude, I got this song with Chris Calico, bro. I did a track with Chris Calico. See, check it out, and then you pull up YouTube, you put it in, and then it's like you gotta scroll through all of. It's not this Disappear feature Chris Calico. It's not this one. It's right here. You know what I mean?
I'm
Like,
fucking dying, dude.
can you picture that, dude? Like, how
No.
fucking corny is that, dude? Like. The Legion beats and fucking Anno Domini beats.
This
bro.
other one, man, it was something else. It was like Temper or
bro.
Tempest. I feel inclined to find it.
He likes to say like what he was saying on the post. I don't have
It was Temper.
the pictures or the screenshots or anything, but I will just say what he was saying was he's doing it to help underground artists.
Bro, you
He's
want to
like,
hear?
no,
You
they're
want to hear
doing
this shit?
fucking making their ego is all out of whack, but they still suck.
You want to hear this fucking ad? This is this Temper guy. This was the other one that I was telling you that had Boozy. How would you like to explode your fan base by collaborating with Benny the Butcher on your next track? We've teamed up with him to make it happen. Benny is one of the most sought after artists to work with right now, with over 2.3 million monthly Spotify listeners, 790,000 Instagram followers, a song with J. Cole that has over 50 million views, and a whole lot more. He shook up the entire scene with his solo works, as well as being part of the most established and respected groups in Griselda. And now Benny is teamed up with us to help independent artists break into the industry. This opportunity serves as your chance to get a feature from Benny on your next project. Plus, you'll also get a pack full of industry quality beats with commercial rights from our award-winning production team. And get a chance to receive another major artist feature from a true hip hop OG too. All available to help you stand out amongst the millions of other artists trying to make it so you can get your music heard by the masses without having to spend a dime on marketing. So, are you ready to start making major moves with your music career this year? Go sign up for early access now to secure your collab spot with Betty. Limited spots available.
Can you imagine being Benny the Butcher at a show and just some fucking big ass dude come up? Our fucking Benny the Butcher, remember me? I did a track with you.
No, it's right here, not that one. No, not that one. Not that one.
Emails too. Yeah, I get those emails too because a couple years ago I wanted to do this Tech 9 contest and they were trying to have me sign up for all these fucking things, and as soon as I saw that I was supposed to pay for it, I was like, no. So then I backed up, but they've been emailing me like Legion Gabe. Hey, I be bumping. Happy Friday. Quick question. Did you end up getting a copy of the new Mob Bosses Beat You feature pack by my friend Anno Domini? I think they're the same fucking person. If you're still on the fence about it, I have something for you that I think will make the decision easy. For today only, I am able to offer our Legion Beats community a special limited bonus. You get an additional 5 custom beat variations for your artist features for free.
And if you order now, we're also including knee pads for all that dick you're gonna suck.
Yeah, I like how it says, like, Ghostface Killiverse, $25,000 value. And he's got Cool G Rap Verse and Hook, $15,000 value. So he has all these fucking 5-digit thousand values. All just for $30. That's the biggest scam
Bro,
ever.
like, what the fuck, dude? How do people not cringe at this shit, bro? Like,
That's because there's too many rappers that shouldn't be rapping, bro.
this coming from a man who lost his internet for fucking pirating Shrek, by the way. So if anybody's opinion holds water on something like this, it's this guy. Allegedly.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
I'll find that letter one of these days and I'll show you, but fucking Shrek, don't download it. It's a trap.
Dude, yeah, they got a booby trap on Shrek.
We here at Fuck Bro Podcast do not condone pirating. Pay for your shit.
I kind of condone pirating. Yarg.
That's what they're doing with these fucking Legion beats and shit. They're pirating verses, bro. And just
Yes,
fucking...
but that's the thing. I don't condone pirating music or anything like that. I condone traditional pirating on the 7 Seas, like Avast and peg legs and eye patches and shit like that. You can be a pirate in my book. That's a fucking
So the
honest
Mob
occupation.
Bosses pack in bonuses is $197 one time by going here, or get access to everything today with our payment plan starting at $15. Oh my god!
Who do you think's been pillaging booty longer?
And then fucking McDonald's raised their
goddamn.
fucking wages to 15.
Me, it looked like you had a very.
Oh, yeah, Bump, go
part of
ahead.
it. I heard part of your question.
No,
go
Who do
ahead.
you think's been pillaging booty longer?
Pirates or P. Diddy?
Ooh. Dude, we should have fucking built a whole game show called Pirates or P. Diddy.
P. Diddy.
Bro. Next week.
Is
Yeah,
that
dude.
what the P stands for? Diddy.
Just like a game show with a Venn diagram. Actually, I do actually think that next week we can do an episode where we play some Jackbox party pack games with the squad. Everybody on the Twoface team that wants to participate.
I don't want to do the rap battle one. I think if we do the rap battle one, we should do an event.
Well, I mean, we can do whatever games we want to play. Doesn't matter. I think the invention one is definitely top tier. Trivia is really fun.
Yeah.
And splitting the room, depending on how many people we get, would be fun too. And potentially a round of the rap battles. If we have like 6 people, it could be fun to see what some people have. It's Mad Lib style, so a little different, a little more nuanced.
Should we?
Dude, I mean, there was a couple fucking zings like OG coming in with some underhanded, belt to ass combos.
Let's put a date on it, and we'll figure out a way to like get what viewers we have to check it out while we're doing it, and then they'll make their way on the podcast.
Yeah, I'm down to try to do that. It would probably be next Wednesday, maybe. Next Wednesday Eve, which would be the 30. Well, I don't know. It would be the third.
Not the first. It's the
third, I think.
It's the
I
31st.
think it's the 31st.
31st.
Oh, okay.
Unless we're planning like a week out.
Nah, I think this coming Wednesday. This coming Wednesday, the Twoface Media Pack with videos with exclusive video production by Jockness Monster Entertainment.
A $0 value. Just $82.99
$0.
Fuck bro.
Yeah, man. This episode was called The Fuckery, by the way. That's why we're going to lead it in with the track we led it in with. You guys heard it. You know the one.
Yeah,
I don't give a fuck about none of you fucks. And if you fuck us, bring the... What?
I think we should start with an Anno Domini track next time.
Only in March, bro. Only in March Whackness month.
Yeah.
Oh,
It goes right there, the intro.
I did some research. I'm definitely not gonna cheat, but
Nah, there's no cheating. It's gonna come down to votes, much like the playlist. We're gonna vote. We'll decide who the wackest is. There's gonna be no escaping. You can run, you can hide, but you cannot escape the clutches of the March Whackness bracket.
So if any of you whack rappers out there got a song called Disappear featuring Chris Calico, you might want to delete that video off of YouTube before March. Otherwise, prepare to get exposed.
Yes. We get exposed like Aubyn's titties before the podcast every fucking week.
Yeah.
that boy's busty.
Just an out of focus nipple that slowly comes into focus.
Yeah, the screen blur like made it like the best thing because it was
Yeah.
like, what am I looking at here?
You were like,
the filter was literally asking that.
Is that a donut? Oh no, it's got hair! Oh fuck! That's a tit.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Today's on today's episode of Guess This Hole.
You gotta buy the deluxe
Today's episode of Guess This
Two-Face
Hole.
pack.
Do you guys have any sponsors?
Oh, yeah.
I got one right here.
Some shout outs anyways. If you're looking for like custom leather work, it's like we know people that do handmade custom leather work. That's quality shit. They make wallets, keychains, pretty much anything. They'll make you custom holsters if you want. Lighter cases, like if you're a fan of like card games and shit like that, they make deck boxes. They're pretty dope. I wish I had something on me right now to show you, but
they made this cat right here. This one.
No, but it's Red Cub.
Completely leather. See, he's
You
very.
can find them on Facebook. Red Cub.
Very lifelike. They're the best at
There
what they
he
do.
is.
They're the best at what they do. Look at how lifelike this is. Completely out of leather.
I got our sponsor video right here.
Unrelated, different sponsor.
Yeah, okay, we got another sponsor. I'll pull the stream.
Yeah, this is our
If
sponsor.
this is what I
video.
think it is.
Sponsored by Jockness Monster.
Okay. Holy Jocko. Salute.
Oh shit. Who that is? Oh, you don't know? It's Fathom Kid. Flow so cold, I'm frozen. Microphone overloaded. Oh shit. Who that is? Oh, you don't know? It's Fathom Kid. Flow so cold, I'm frozen. Microphone overloaded.
right here.
I'm the cream of the crop. Oh yeah.
Thank you
That
for
is
sponsoring
the
us.
that That is the hip hop equivalent of getting rickrolled. Just having that dropped on you out of nowhere. Both of these fucking guys are guilty for fucking. We'll sit on Discord all the time and show each other tracks and stream it. But we did this before the call. Both had like 3 or 4 tracks he was really proud of, showing us them. They'll do that all the time, and then every once in a while, we'll be like, oh, and then I got this one. And they'll just pull up a track like that. Be like, yo, check this one out. And it's always that same fucking track, bro. It's always the same one, dude. Oh, shit. Who that is? God damn it, bro. Every time, bro. He's just as bad as Rick, dude.
There's a lot of shenanigans. That was funny.
Yeah, man. That was funny. Next week we will talk about the trials and tribulations of what Nate accidentally sat on this weekend that led him to being late to this week's episode. So we'll go over that in greater detail. We don't have time for it this week.
It'd be a good story. Story
Wait, what?
time.
Yeah. Yeah, you remember what you were telling us about before. The details.
I'll tell you why I was early.
Yeah.
That's something right there.
He was early.
I was on my way, and fucking Bigfoot started chasing me, dude.
No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about what I said before. It was not.
I'm not worried. I'm just telling you, I'm not doing it.
Yeah. Well, you could just do what I do. Just make something up.
Oh, what I said was what you sat on before this week's.
That's all I do is
podcast,
make up my
so that
stories.
made you late.
Yeah, no, Bigfoot. I thought it was Bigfoot.
There is a segment that Bump talked about before this week's episode with me that I think would be dope. Potentially next week, potentially a couple weeks out, where we all go and try and find somebody's track. We all find a different one. So we each draft out of a hat a different Twoface artist to find one of their tracks and listen to it. We all listen to it on the podcast and pick it apart. That could be a fun thing to do. Pick apart verses and lyricism and content and discuss what we think of the song in greater detail from like a lyricism perspective, I think. Was what Bump was playing with. I think that could be fun, digging the lyricism a little bit more. Because yeah, there's a lot of dudes out here that can flow that just need to add a little bit more lyrical punch in there, and then damn, it's like watching what the fuck was it, Mortal Kombat, before they get their little like their power up, that last movie that they did, the way that they pulled that off.
Their Arcana.
Their Arcana, yeah. You gotta get your Arcana, man. That's your lyricism.
I like that movie. I gotta say.
I agree. I'm excited for the next one. I think they have
That was whack as fuck.
I thought the main character was a cheeseball, but the rest.
Yeah, but they have the Australian dude from.
Right, the main character's first fucking win is against Goro. Yeah, right.
They have the Australian dude from The Boys playing. Fuck, what's his name?
Kano?
No, Cage.
Cage. I'm high, bro.
Johnny Cage?
I don't even watch The Boys.
Yeah,
so I was
I know
just
what you're
thinking
talking
a
about.
wild guess.
I'm trying to think of who the guy is, who the actor is.
He was the one that like is responsible for forging the team in that one. I can't think of his name as an actor. He's hilarious though. He's the Australian guy. The one that
Oh
yeah, Butcher.
Yeah, Butcher.
Yeah. Yeah, Butcher. Oh man. Yeah, this was the fuckery. This was fun. I'm gonna call her there. We're gonna let Bump cap this off with another fun clip, and we'll be back.
Urban.
Carl Urban. Shout out to Carl Urban.
Carl Urban.
Looking forward to that next Mortal Kombat movie.
You could have said the guy from Doom.
Fair enough. All right, boys. This was a fun episode. We'll see you guys next week, Sunday. Remember, if you have musical submissions, send them into fuckbropodcast@gmail.com. That is FOK bropodcast@gmail.com. We will star all of those emails and get them in a queue to review. If you send in 2 tracks from the same artist, I'll probably do what I did this week, where I'll listen to one the week you sent it in, and then we'll put the next one on the next week. So you can absolutely do that. We'll just try to avoid listening to back from the same dude every week, so we give more people chances to get songs played and potentially put on the playlist. Bump looks like he might fall asleep with a cigarette in his mouth and burn down his house.
He might actually be dying.
Yeah, he's looking for like a 1920s death for his entire clan. Maybe like one of those old dad fell asleep with a cigarette in his mouth and burned down the whole house deals.
I was waiting to say this, and for anybody watching this podcast, fuck you. And do you have a brother? Because if you do, fuck him too.
That was yeah. That was I.B. Bumpin' with his words to live by of the week. But
yeah,
we're out of here. Fuck bro!
Bro!